Good morning, Fen families. Today is Friday. It's April 17th, 2020. It's good to be able to touch base with everyone again. We've just now finished our second week of online learning, and hopefully everyone's doing well. I've been so impressed looking at the classrooms, looking at the student participation that we have going on. Kudos to everyone, inclusive of all of our parents, for supporting our students through this unprecedented time. I was watching the news the other day, and they started talking about the low percentage of students who are actually participating in school, and I was discouraged to hear that, because when I look at how well our students are doing, we don't have one classroom that's below 75% participation. And in fact, most of our classrooms are upwards of 85 to 95%, and some even at 100% participation in daily activities going on. So great job, Fen families. Great job, Medina students. Keep up the good work, and keep up with the news as we're all moving forward and looking forward to getting back to our normal. For the time being, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be obviously in this same situation. So continue to look for new lessons coming out each week on Mondays and on Wednesdays from your classroom teachers. Be sure to log into your Google Classroom, check into your Google Calendar, and also look at your emails to make sure that you're not missing anything from staff members each day. One other thing that I want to make sure that all of our families are aware of is that our specials teachers have their own Google Classroom. So we want to ensure that all of our students are staying healthy, staying musical, and staying artistic each and every week. Make sure that your kids log into the Google Classroom for our Encore staff. And the code to get into that Google Classroom, you need to log into your student's classroom. In the upper right-hand corner, you can click the plus button that will add a class, and the code is 5GV4ETC. So make sure that they log into that. Look at the great activities going on. There are some wonderful art projects, some great music lessons, and some good physical activities that the students can do each day to keep balanced. Those are just as important as reading each and every day. There may not be things necessarily for them to turn in, but we do expect them to stay balanced, stay healthy, stay artistic, and stay musical. So make sure that you get logged in. I know that the classroom teachers, the specials teachers, will be so excited to see them log into their class. A few additional items that I want to share out with everyone. If you have not had a chance to see the news stories that have been out, we had our own Miss Witter participate, and she was on News Channel 5 and Fox 8. So if you want to see the news story, you can click on the YouTube feeds. Just type in a search for Medina, Ohio art teacher. She's gone above and beyond and put out her own little art pantry in front of her house. And that art pantry is free for any family member who needs to get art supplies so that those students can participate in the art lessons that are going on, or just doing activities on their own through this time where we're keeping our social distance. If you'd like to contribute to that art pantry that she's got going on, it's her address to where the art pantry is located is 325 East Washington Street. She'd love any donations that you have, markers, colored pencils, paints, any supplies that the kids can utilize to stay artistic during this time. Thanks for your consideration. Additionally, we also have our little free libraries that we have two of them located on the Fen grounds. One of them is between Sydney Fen and the tennis courts, and that one was donated by one of our Girl Scouts a couple years ago. Another one is located right on Spring Grove Street, and it is our Little Red Schoolhouse. That typically is full of books that people can take and give from. That has been transformed and right now is a little free food pantry. So thank you to Mrs. No, who has transformed that one. Again, that has food items in it and essential items that any family member that may need them can come and grab from. And we ask that anyone else who would like to contribute to that, you can pull up, you can add items into that, and know that you're giving back to some of our Fenn families. So thanks so much for all of your consideration and taking care of one another. Like to catch up with some birthdays. So we got through March last week, and want to catch up with the start of this month in April. So happy birthday go out to the following individuals in April: Sierra Pereira, Quinn McCord, Mariana Cunningham, Sydney Novak, Bryson Keats, Dominic Woodyard, John Charon, Princeton Peters, Annabelle Callahan, Nico Sedaris, Brayden Klippel, Giada Joseph, Braden Howells, Pamela Brenson, Luke Benko, Hayden Lane, Bonaventure Porco, Landon Creedon, and Grayson Buckley. So happy birthday to everyone. We hope you had a very special birthday, got to celebrate with your families. And unfortunately, we can't give you a happy birthday pencil right now, but maybe we'll catch up on that later. I have another little myth to share with you. This one comes from our National Geographic Kids Myths Busted. And this one is talking about sitting too close to the TV will make you go blind. The origin of this one came from some older televisions emitting harmful rays in amounts that exceeded the federal safety guidelines within the United States. Well, that myth also, sorry parents, that one is busted. This one says that there is no scientific evidence that modern television releases rays that are harmful to the eyes. Still, it's a good idea to move back because sitting too close to the screen can cause eye strain and it's uncomfortable. There's also some research out there that shows that with our new TVs, this will help support you parents, with our new TVs with the LED backlit lights, that technology actually stimulates the brain. So if kids are having a hard time sleeping at night, whether they be on an iPad, a telephone, or even looking at TVs, it's a good idea to cut those devices off at least 2 hours before you want your child to go to sleep. Otherwise, that light is stimulating our brains and causing irregular sleep patterns. Another fun fact that goes along with this one is in February of 2012, there were two fans of the TV show The Simpsons, and they set a world record for watching 239 consecutive episodes of that series over 86 hours and 37 minutes. Now, we don't want anyone to try to beat that. We'd rather have you do some reading or getting outside and doing some physical activities. So there are six more myths that are busted when we talk about eyesight here too. One of them is, this one is false. Reading in dim light will hurt your eyes. That's not true. Wearing eyeglasses too much can make your eyes weaker. If you are an eyeglass wearer, keep wearing them. It won't make your eyes weak. If you sneeze with your eyes open, your eyeballs will pop out. That's also false. Fluorescent light damages your eyes. That's not true. Dogs and cats can't see colors. That is also false. And all spiders have 8 eyes. Also false. All right, well, hopefully you're enjoying our fun myth busted. We are going to continue on with our online schooling throughout next week. So again, stay tuned for new lessons coming out on Mondays and Wednesdays, as we said. Please make sure that you're staying healthy. Remember those social distancing rules that we need to all follow, as well as following the health guidelines with washing our hands. 20 seconds making sure that we're washing our hands often and staying safe. It was great catching up with everyone. We hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we can't wait to see you next week.